Hey guys, Shawn here with the Hero Support Network. Want to give you a little hero support for today and to use throughout the week. So I want to talk for a minute about why self-motivation is important. Why it's important to be self-motivated. And I was thinking about this, and I think it's important for everybody who's a part of the Hero Support Network and for future members to always be aware of what's going to happen when they apply their knowledge and skills in real-life settings to create positive experiences for themselves and others, or to create a positive change, right, to advance progress towards a goal. So one of the things that I've noticed that happens is when you try to create a positive change in a social environment, or you try to achieve or advance progress towards a goal while you're situated in a social environment, right? You might be trying to achieve your goal at home or at work or at school or at church. Wherever you are, you're going to run into people who interpret your behavior as something that is wrong or bad, something that you shouldn't keep doing. And the reason for that is because people who observe you being an influential and effective agent of change, right, purposefully intervening to shape situational variables in ways that will lead you toward your goal, or that will create the desired outcome that you've envisioned. They'll see that and they'll interpret what you're doing according to their own patterns of thinking, their habits of thinking or character, right? I think of character as their habits of thinking and action. And typically I refer to that as one's life management style. It's the style that you typically exhibit related to your impact when you manage your daily life circumstances. So, excuse me. So when someone is stuck, let's say, in a rescuer role, or they exhibit a rescuer life management style, you could also call this the devil's advocate. This is a person who, when they see someone engaging in heroism, when they see someone attempting to hold another person accountable for a volitional violation of a standard that supports psychosocial well-being, right, and flourishing life, when they see someone attempting to facilitate accountability on the part of someone else, that someone who willingly chose to violate a pro-social norm, right? Someone was not acting like a teammate, and the heroic person called them on it and said, you know what, you say you want to be in a relationship with me and be friends with me, but you just talked behind my back and you just sabotaged my social reputation, and this is having a destructive impact on my ability to get people to take me seriously at school or at work or at church or at home. So I'd like it for you to not do that anymore, and for you to acknowledge, the way you've impacted me destructively. When a rescuer sees me doing that with someone, they're going to interpret that as me being judgmental, as me just trying to create division or conflict. And the reason is because the rescuer seems to be a moral relativist, someone who does not see one way of being as any better than any other ways of being. And yeah, of course, we know that's not really logical, because certainly change implies a better way, right? If there wasn't a better way, then people wouldn't need to change anything. So, for example, what is better, to be an abusive father or to be a loving, caring father, right? What's better, to show up to work on time or to be late? What's better, to tell your boss you're not going to do the job, or tell your boss yes or okay and then do the task, right? Certainly there are things that are better if your goal is psychosocial well-being and flourishing life. And if you look to other people to approve of what you're doing and to send you approval messages and permission to act in that social environment, well, then you're going to be shut down really quickly, because there's at least 7 to 8 to 9 different types of life management styles that different people might exhibit, which are not conducive to well-being and flourishing, right? They're not heroic, in other words. So they're barriers to heroic living. They're barriers to well-being and flourishing. They're people who, those life management styles are built into, these people's habits of thinking, but it's when the person, they're kind of derived from the person not knowing that a higher quality of experience is available to them, is possible for them, if they put a little bit extra effort into creating it. And they try to stop you because of that faulty perception, that faulty belief about what you're doing. And so it's really important that you can motivate yourself to stay the course and to really have a clear idea of what your standard of, your operation is, why you're doing this, what's the reason, what is the value and the impact. Once you know those things, it'll help you to be strong when people try to come down on you and to get you to stop. All right, good luck out there, and create some positive change in the world today.